Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AFK Journey. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a character that is a must need. Like, you actually need this character in order for you to really progress efficiently, and you'll be able to do a lot of crazy things once you have this character. But before I get started on the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I have a Discord server. So if you guys are interested in joining, I'll post a server link in the comment section down below so that you guys can join up. Anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and hop right into the video. So the character that I'm talking about is REINIER. Now, as you guys can see, this character is really different from most of the heroes that we have in the game so far. Like, if we come to each character, they each have their own background, but all of their backgrounds are pretty much the same. But when we go to REINIER, this guy's background kind of crazy. So the reason why this character is really insane is because, one, he is part of a really rare class. Like, the affinity he's a part of, the class he's a part of is HYPOGEAN. So as you guys can see, he is a HYPOGEAN character and he is a support unit. So the two most rare units in the game are HYPOGEAN and Celestial. So he is part of the HYPOGEAN class, and you can't get him in the standard banner. If I come over here to the summons, you can't get him in the premium banner. As you guys can see, you can't even get him here, and you also can't get him in the all hero recruitment. So if I come over here to the all hero recruitment, you literally cannot get a HYPOGEAN and Celestial character. The only way you can obtain him is through the Stargate station, which is over here. And if you guys haven't watched my video, the way you unlock this is you basically have to do 400 summons in total in order for you to unlock the Stargate station system. So as you guys can see, you can literally get Celestial or HYPOGEAN characters in the Stargate station, and you can pretty much select which character you want. Right now, there's only 2 HYPOGEAN characters and there's only 2 Celestial characters. So let's go ahead and let's go back and talk about REINIER. So the reason why REINIER is so good is because when you look at his kit, this guy is a monster. So when we look at his ultimate is pretty simple. He is going to teleport one of the enemies on, like, he's basically going to teleport an enemy to like an alternate dimension, and he is just going to do insane damage once he teleports them back to the battlefield. So as you guys can see, let's go ahead and read his ultimate. It says, if non-summon allies outnumber non-summon enemies, REINIER selects an enemy, dealing 230% damage and teleporting to another dimension with the target for 10 seconds. So he's going to take that enemy, he's going to go to a different dimension for 10 seconds, and then he's going to come back and just do insane damage. And it says, otherwise, only the target will be teleported to another dimension while REINIER remains on the battlefield. If the target is under steadfast or unaffected, or if the target is the only non-summon enemy alive, REINIER will deal 450% damage instead of entering another dimension. So if the enemy that he's trying to target and teleport to another dimension is the only enemy remaining on the battlefield, then he's just going to do damage instead of teleporting them. And it says that this skill prioritizes the healthiest non-summon enemy. So he's going to target the enemy who has basically the highest HP so that he'll be able to do insane damage. It says right here, living unit that currently has the highest HP ratio. So that is pretty much how his ultimate works. He's going to take an enemy, teleport them to a different dimension, and just do insane damage. And then for this right here, the dynamic balance, it says when the battle starts, REINIER switches an adjacent ally's position with an enemy if they are in symmetrical position. So what he's going to do is, one of your allies on your team, he's going to take them and he's basically going to swap their position with an enemy who's adjacent to them. And it says whenever the enemy takes damage, the ally restores HP equal to 45% of the enemy's taken damage till a battle ends. The total HP recovery amount by this means is no more than 1000% in a consecutive 8 seconds. So while you're attacking the enemy who was swapped by your ally, the more damage you do against that enemy who's been swapped, the more you can restore the ally who's been swapped. You can restore their HP. It's hard to explain, but I'm going to show you guys in a couple minutes here. And then when we look at golden ratio, he's basically going to deal some insane damage against the healthiest enemy. And That's pretty much how golden ratio works. Now, when we look at the legendary plus, now hero focus, I feel like this skill is going to be extremely good against bosses, because when we look at it, it says that Reiner's dynamic balance increases the target's attack by 7% when cast on an ally, or reduces the target attack by 7% when cast on an enemy. So I feel like this is going to be really, really good when you're basically trying to swap your ally's position with the enemy's position, because you're basically reducing the amount of damage the enemy can deal, and you're also going to increase the amount of damage your ally can deal, which is actually insane. So the legendary plus hero focus is really nice. And then for tuned art, it says for Reiner, he deals 200% damage to the enemy and knocks them down when casting dynamic balance, increasing their damage taken by 25%. That is crazy. So he's going to increase the amount of damage that target takes by 25% until the end of battle. And then for the Supreme Plus, he's going to increase the ally's hero attack by 4% till the battle ends if they are in a symmetrical position with an enemy hero. So this unit is just absolutely crazy in terms of being able to be a good support, and on top of that, dealing some really good damage overall. So let's go ahead and let's show some gameplay. So I'm going to come over here to AFK progress. I ended up making it to stage 400. I've been grinding like crazy. So this is basically the team that I'm going to use. So as you guys can see, Reiner is going to swap out Vala with this unit right here. Like this not ally, but this enemy target that has the red circle. He's going to swap Vala and put Vala in the same position as the enemy was in. So he's going to swap both of their positions, and then the enemy is going to end up over here. And the more damage we deal on the enemy, the more HP recovery Vala is going to receive. And of course, Smokey is going to be here to basically increase attack. Rowan is going to be there to increase energy, and then Thorn is basically our tank unit. So, and on top of that, the spell that I'm using is this spell right here. It basically deals damage to enemies and also reduces attack speed, which is really nice, and it also increases damage dealt. I really like this spell right here because it's just really dope overall. But let's go ahead, let's enter this battle, and I'm gonna show you guys how good Reiner is. So you guys can see Vala, she's doing insane damage to the enemies in the back row. And then Reiner is basically going to teleport them. As you guys can see, he teleported that enemy and they're off the battlefield. And then once the 10 seconds are up, he's going to teleport them back. And look at that, dead instantly. So that is pretty much how Reiner works. And of course, I'm going to do some more battles with you guys. Let's go and check the stats. So Vala doing 232,000 damage, Reiner doing 155k, and then I forgot this guy's name. Yeah, Thorin, he's going to deal 236k damage. So really solid team overall. This team is really nice. So let's go ahead and continue. Now let's see what we have over here. So he's going to swap this character right here. He's going to swap her and then bring her over here. Now another thing that's really good about this skill that Reiner can do is the fact that he can basically get rid of ranged units. Like if you're having an issue with ranged units, Reiner is really good to counter ranged units who can do a lot of damage, because he's going to bring them to your team and then they're just going to immediately destroy the ranged unit that's causing a lot of issues. We're going to enter battle right here, and then he's going to send Vala to the back row, and he's just going to do Vala's just going to do some crazy damage. So as you guys can see, the ranged unit, she's already dead. Like she's already done for. And then he's going to teleport to a different dimension, and when he teleports the enemy back, they're already dead. So look at this, we're waiting, teleport them back, dead. So this guy, like, he is literally the best character in the game. Reiner is, like, if you guys were to ask me which character is the most busted in the game, it is 100% Reiner. Reiner is absolutely broken. This guy is just busted. Like, you need to get this character because you can literally see how good he is, especially when you pair him up with a unit like Vala, who's basically going to just one-shot all of the back row ranged units. So we're going to enter this battle as well. Wait, actually, no, we're going to have to restart that because this time he's going to teleport Smokey. So we're going to have to fix that. And we're gonna have to put, yeah, we're gonna have to put Valor right here because we don't want him to teleport Smokey. We want him to teleport Valor instead. Let's go ahead and start battle. All right, and then Valor is gonna, okay, she didn't target the enemies in the back row right here, but I'm pretty sure she is. All right, everything's looking good so far. So Valor, look at that one shot right there, and then we're gonna get rid of this enemy right here, and that's pretty much a battle clear. I'm really enjoying this character. This character is really, really fun. And I also got my Valor to like Mythic, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I got her to Mythic, which is really, really solid. So let's go and claim these rewards. Now, how do you obtain REINIER? Now, you guys might be wondering, how do you obtain them? Because if we come over here to the Stargate Station, you know, it's going to take a lot of gems to get stellar crystals, and you can get REINIER in like 40 multiple, like 40 10 pulls, but it's going to be really hard to get that. So a great way for you to obtain REINIER like really, really quickly, if you guys haven't watched my, you know, tips and mistake video, you have to join a guild. Join a guild, because when you join a guild, you can literally claim some rewards. Like if I come over here to the Emporium, which is the guild store, as you guys can see, you can get a free copy of REINIER by just spending 30,000 guild points. But the only way you have access to this guild store is if you're in a guild. So you have to join a guild immediately in order for you to obtain REINIER. I definitely recommend you guys to join a guild and then get REINIER. Like actually, the best way to get REINIER is of course the guild, and I would definitely recommend you guys to focus on getting copies of REINIER through the guild store, because there's definitely going to be like there's basically going to be a monthly refresh. So right now you can only get 6 copies of REINIER, but I'm pretty sure that is going to refresh every month. So that's really the best way for you to obtain free copies of REINIER and other Celestial and Hypogean characters, is through the guild store. Guild is extremely important in order for you to basically get copies of REINIER and other Celestial and Hypogean characters. So that is pretty much REINIER. That's what I mostly want to talk about in this video. And if you guys are, you know, struggling in progression, because I know a lot of people are struggling in AFK progress, don't worry. All you have to do is just go through the story. They're going to give you a ton of rewards. If we come over here to if we come over here to the events, you can literally get like, you can get a lot of characters for free. You can get every single elite hero in this game for free, and you can also get a free epic hero by just simply logging into the game. Like if you log in for 28 days straight, you can literally get a free celestial character, which is really good. It says grants 1 random S level, including celestial and hypogean. So if you log in for 28 days straight, you'll literally obtain a free celestial or hypogean character. So all you have to do is log in daily, push, like try to push AFK stages, you know, take your time. Of course it's going to be difficult, but as long as you have the right characters, you have the right team comps, you'll be good to go. So that's pretty much what I want to talk about. REINIER, really, really awesome character. Can't wait to get more copies on this guy. But in my opinion, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with me as well that this is literally the best character in the game. He is the most cracked unit in the game because he works against bosses, he works against, he works in PvP, he just works everywhere. He's just a busted unit overall. Anyways, I'll be ending the video at that. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I really appreciate it. And I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.